episode is sponsored by Studiohouse Designs, the purveyors of horror and VHS nostalgia. You know, not only that, the tie-dye long sleeve VHS stack shirts that they do, you know, if it doesn't have that Studiohouse Designs logo on it, it's not legit. You know, it's not the OG stuff. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this season. It's going to be so sick. And you can find them over at studiohousedesigns.com as well as Studiohouse Designs on Instagram. So, and 3, 2, 1, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Lo-Fi Horror Guy. Welcome to another episode of the Lo-Fi Horror Guys Growing on You live. Today, I'm going to be having on my dude, Amie of Deceased, live from Singapore. This is going to be so sick. I cannot wait for this. They are a thrash crossover band that I just recently, this last year, have gotten into and been introduced. So we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to get my man connected here. Let's see. And then boy started. Thank you very much for joining in this morning. Nice and early. For me, it's going to be a little late for him, so be a nice little juxtaposition. Amie,
yo, what's up?
What's going on, dude?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Absolutely great. Absolutely great. Thank you so much for joining in this morning, man. This is awesome. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me too. I'm really nervous actually, but yeah.
Oh, stop. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This is so cool. So cool. This last year I was actually introduced to your band. There was a YouTube channel that had uploaded the EP, and I had never heard of you guys and never seen anything. And I'm like, oh shit, you know, you guys play with Power Trip and, you know, different done different shows and shit. And so, you know, absolutely ripping. And now it's really cool. You guys are working on the full length, correct?
Yes, correct. We are working for like a full length this year. It's gonna be a very tough process for us because writing music, especially in like thrash, you gotta be like, we're trying to like go into like quite technical kind of approach with different kind of like crazy riffs and like, but I'm gonna promise you it's gonna be a great one. So you gotta stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Hell yes. I can't wait, man. I'm super excited. I wanted to pick up a cassette there and, you know, hopefully you guys have something physical come out because I'd love to pick that up as well.
This year we're gonna release physical copies and I think it's ready. But yeah, I would gladly send some to you, Eric. Like really. So it'll be great. Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. So here on Growing on You Live, basically I have a couple of introduction kind of icebreaker questions, and then the remainder of the interview is about you and your craft, your band. And then I have one finale that I wrote just for you. So if you're all set, my dude, we're going to get this bad boy started.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's do it, man.
All right. Let me ask you, if my wife and I, you know, we do some traveling. So if we were coming through Singapore, what would be a local food staple? What would be, you know, where would we have to stop before we left?
Okay.
A favorite to you?
Favorite to me, okay. My favorite food. I think before you leave Singapore, the food that you have to try is chicken rice. I think that's one of the best. I think there's two food, chicken rice and another food called nasi lemak. It's actually coconut rice. Coconut rice with fried chicken and like a chili paste. I think it's gonna be great. But both of these is a must to try before you leave because it's quite popular here in Singapore. So you have to try if you come to Singapore.
Hell yeah, that sounds good too. I've never heard that combination before. Coconut rice. That sounds awesome. Shit.
It's coconut rice with fried chicken or fried fish. Then you get like fried hot dog on the side. There's a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of combination, but it works well together. It's great. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sure. Yeah. You should Google it out. Yeah, really. Nasi lemak. You know, like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I love that. So let me ask you, if you could make a dream project, a dream side project for one album, you could have any other 4 members in the band. Who else would be in your band? You're the vocalist. You're gonna have a guitarist, a bassist, and a drummer. Who would be in your band?
So I can choose anyone in the world.
Anybody in the world.
Can I have you as the drummer?
Hell yeah. Very sick. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have you as the drummer, you know. We're going to work. Wow. Then maybe we're going to like invite Tommy Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that guy, you know, with the guitar, like guitar riffs.
Amazing.
I'm pretty scared to work with him. I think he's a very reserved kind of guy. Like he works a lot. I mean, like the way he writes the riffs and stuff like that, you can see that it sounds simple, but as a normal guitar, because I play the guitar, when you try to execute it like how he played the riffs, it's pretty hard though. I mean, like if you check out how Tommy writes the riffs, especially for Black Sabbath, like Paranoid, War Pigs, I think it's a very simple kind of progression structure. But as a guitar player, when I try to execute like how he played, I think it's pretty hard though. So I want him in the band. Yeah, I want him in the band.
Okay.
You can play some. You can play some Black Sabbath, right?
Hell yeah! I can dig that. That'd be sick.
Yeah, so we can have him in the band. Oh, bass player.
Bass?
Oh my god, that's the thing. I'm still thinking. Bass player. Can we get like Robert Trujillo from Metallica?
Oh my god, dude, he would be amazing. Suicidal, all those years.
Suicidal Tendencies. He played for Ozzy Osbourne too. I mean, like, yeah, I think after Suicidal Tendencies, he played for Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah. And he played for Metallica. I mean, like, he has this crazy flamingo kind of shit. You know, he's doing all that.
I don't know how I could keep up in that band, but I appreciate your thought, my sir.
Yeah, he's crazy. So like, I think like you, me, and both of them in one band. But the thing is, I don't know like what kind of approach we're gonna play. You know, maybe we can play some, I don't know, like stoner kind of rock kind of thing.
Okay.
Like Doom.
And mentioning Tony too, as far as, you know, like his approach, you know, is kind of, there's a method to the madness. You know, you mentioned it's kind of simple, but yet you go to try to execute it yourself, and you're like, what am I missing here? What am I trying to do? Because I'm trying to reproduce it, and it's not the same.
It's not the same. I mean, like, okay, we gotta go like the simplest riffs that I can think about. I think War Pigs from Black Sabbath. Yeah. I mean, it's just like a normal D to E kind of riff, but the way I execute it and the way like Tommy itself, I think, I don't know, the touch, like how he played, I think it's different, man. He's God.
For sure.
He's God of riffs. Yeah.
Tell us, you know, how, like, as far as your musical interest, you know, where it started in your youth. What were some things that you were listening to when you were young that really caught your attention?
Okay. It's gonna be alright though, because it's a bit different. I mean, I play in a crossover band, but when I was a young boy, you know, it's gonna be like the guy who started all this. Big shout out to my dad. Okay, it's like this, like a typical Sunday morning. You know, everyone's not working, and my dad's gonna do some spring cleaning in the house, and he's gonna blast like different kind of song in the house. And I brought like some of his coolest CDs. This is the first one that he's gonna play. B.B. King, you know, blues.
Oh man, okay, yeah.
So he's gonna like blast this out, and as a young guy, I'd be like, "What is this?" You know, it's different. Like B.B. King. Then sometimes he's gonna like play like Bryan Adams.
Okay, yeah.
It's different. No, it's different. And then Grand Funk. It's really old school kind of thing, you know. But I love it, you know. As a young kid, I really appreciate, because I didn't listen to the radio that much. So a lot of like my music taste, it goes down from my dad. Then we have Bad Company. Nice. This is old school though. So after Bad Company, then he started introducing me to Iron Maiden, Scorpion, you know, to all this classic kind of rock. Then to Metallica, Kill 'Em All in 1983, first album. So when I heard Metallica, you know, after like listening to my dad's music, but when I heard Metallica, I told myself, you know what, this is it. This is what I want. This is what I want to listen like my youth. So I decided to like venture from Metallica to I listened to a lot of Metallica, actually. Really big fan of Metallica.
Okay. So
from Ride the Lightning to Black Album, and Justice for All, even though I can't hear the bass, but it's a good record.
Yeah.
And Justice for All. What else? Ride the Lightning is good. Right. Yeah. But my favorite will be Kill 'Em All, the first Metallica album. It's a different, I don't know, it's just a different kind of music. I did created the first, I think I can say, thrash back in the days. Metallica started playing faster. Then I think like 5 years later, a lot of bands decided to play I Wanna Be Faster than ever. Then we have like Slayer. Slayer played faster than Metallica, you know. They're good too. So I think, like, regarding about my music, I mean, big shout out to my dad. He's the one who like installed all this in my head. If not, I think I think if not because of him, I won't be playing music though. Yeah,
Awesome.
big shout out to my dad. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And so you had mentioned too, he had introduced you as far as with heavy music as well, with Iron Maiden and different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, Iron Maiden to I think it's what else? Judas Priest.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The first track I think he gave me was like Painkiller. You know.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I think the
Nice.
first track
So,
from
yeah,
Judas Priest. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, as far as with blues, you know, and kind of growing up with different things like BB King. That's one thing where, you know, when you're younger, you look at it and you're like, oh, this is fancy. You know, it's kind of cool sounding.
Yeah.
And you grow
It's
up and
fancy
you
music,
actually
you know?
grow to understand jazz. You know, you're like, how are these people doing some of this stuff? Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. It is
Absolutely
amazing.
wildly talented.
I know, right? I mean, like, if you ask the generation now, I think they never heard of this music before. So I think they should check it out, you know, especially BB King, you know, to Jimi Hendrix, you know, all this guitar god kind of guy, you know. I love them, you know. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that. Tell us about, as far as, you know, local venues to you. I know you've mentioned a spot called the Substation, some others, you know, tell us about some local venues that you love and have seen some cool concerts at.
Right. We're gonna focus more on the DIY, the local venues. I mean, and Singapore is a very small country. You know, we're a very small country, like in the world, I can say, and there's like spaces in Singapore where people perform, but for us, like into the underground scene, there's not much. Okay. And I think you mentioned the Substation. There's a venue in Singapore called the Substation. It's very iconic because I think that is where it all started, the ground for the subculture community in Singapore. I mean, from the hardcore scene to the punk scene to the skinhead to the metal scene. I think Substation started all. I think I think back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, back in the 80s. So, but it's quite sad. I mean, right now, the place is ceasing the operation due to some renovation. I think the government is trying I don't know, renovate some stuff. It's quite sad because there's one of the iconic places for us is closing down. Yeah. But I think if I think the mainstream kind of venue, like all the big bands who perform in Singapore, that we have like indoor stadium, indoor stadium. Yeah, Singapore indoor stadium. Then we have like Fort Canning Park. That's where all the rock concerts gonna held. Yeah.
Okay.
Fort Canning Park, and yeah, I think that's it. You know, like Fort Canning Park and the indoor stadiums. Yeah, that's like both of the popular venues where all the big concerts. You're gonna have the big concerts there. Yeah. Okay. My second favorite venue, besides Substation, it's called Pink Noise. Pink Noise is a very small venue. I think it's like my room.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like I think a bit bigger. It's like my room, and then it's very cramped. But I love the vibe though. You know, you can like try imagine like every week you go to the Pink Noise to watch band perform, and you don't know anyone there, but when you see everyone's got like, you know, we click, you know, we are one. We're enjoying music together, you know, we mosh. I mean, like you have punk band, metal band, all different kind of genres playing in Pink Noise. It's a place where we just let it all out, you know. And
that's
sadly,
awesome.
The place has been closed down also. So it's sad. I mean, two of my favorite venues has been closed down. So yeah.
Okay. Now, are those places that are going to be closing for good? They're not going to be returning, or is that just kind of like a temporary thing?
I think for Pink Noise, it's closed for good. Oof. It's done. Yeah, it's done. For Substation, I think they're doing some works with it. They're gonna reopen the place, but it's not going to be the same. Not that iconic anymore. Yeah. But I just hope that, you know, they just like pull out. Like I just don't want them to like do some work because it's too iconic, you know. So yeah.
Right. Right. You know, I mean, I guess the good thing and the optimism is that you got to be there in that time of, you know, its original state, and, you know, be able to check out some of those shows in the original form. So that, I mean, that's cool, but you never know. I mean, maybe if they change a couple of things, and it could be a whole new renovated place that everybody's going to be drawn to again. You know, that'd be. I hope so, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Because right now they are focused more on I think the arts, like art gallery kind of thing.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so it's going to be a bit different, but I hope they change their mind. You know?
Yeah, they're like, no moshing.
Yeah. No, and they'll be like, no moshing, no heavy music. I'm gonna be like, no, this is where it all started. No, it's crazy. I mean, I performed there once. You know, I had the opportunity to perform there before. I think it wasn't with Deceased. And back in the when I have another band back before Deceased, so we performed there. I think it's nice lah. No, I'm thankful to have the chance to perform there. Yeah, I think it's like awesome. most of the kids in Singapore. Like they want to perform there, you know, like in substation. But it's nice. I hope they change their mind. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So how did it end up as far as with Deceased playing with Power Trip? How did that whole show end up? Like, how did it come about?
Oh my god, I love that question though. I mean, like, I it's still fresh in my mind. Yeah. You know, like. Okay, before we focus on Deceased and Power Trip, you know, I'm just gonna like tell you the truth. We call it quits back in 2017.
Okay, right.
Yeah, because Deceased started in 2014, but we didn't play like what you have heard, Eric. I mean, like the Void of No Return was like a reincarnation of the band. Yeah, so it's a different kind of approach, a different kind of vibe. Because back then Deceased was playing hardcore. So if you're into like terror, I don't know what Madball, yeah, that kind of approach. But then like everyone in Deceased, we came from different background. I'm from metal band before Deceased. I mean, like most of us came from thrash metal band. So when we call it quits in 2017, I think because of we didn't have the fire in us anymore. Like I think we're done. I think everyone have that phase, like they're done with music. So after we call it quits, our bassist, shout out to Edry, I think he's watching right now. Shout out to my bassist Edry. He called up with one phone call, said, "Dude, I miss you guys. Let's come back." That was like, for real, dude? Like, you sure about this? Like, yeah, let's come back. So everyone came back together, but then we decided to play the old songs.
Okay.
But I don't know, but it doesn't fit us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I propose, like, if we want to come back, let's do this right. I mean, like, I want to play something that we really want to play. So thrash metal was always in my head. I love hardcore. I love thrash metal. Let's combine these two shit together, you know? So that's how the Void of No Return was formed. So the Void of No Return was formed and we started writing. Then we started like posting snippets on Instagram that the band is coming back together. And I think a lot of people like saw it and be like, "Hey, are you coming back? Do you want to play a show?" People start like, you know, messaging us. Be like, I asked them, "Do you want to play a show? Let's do this, man. Hell yeah, let's come back." So we came back, we performed in Malaysia. And then after that, who else? I think the people who brought Power Trip to Malaysia, they texted us. And that point of time, we had nothing. We didn't have the album ready. We didn't have the EP ready. We had nothing at all. So it's like,
whoa.
They invited us. We want you to open up for Power Trip. Then I was like, dude, I'm scared as fuck, man. Like I'm not ready for this shit. But opening up for Power Trip, I mean, like, Power Trip is one of our greatest influence. You know, like, we love Power Trip. I love Power Trip, you know. And I'm not gonna say no. Like, dude, I'm not gonna say no. Like, I want to play, but I'm not ready. I'm not gonna say no. You know what? Let's do it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an experience, a new experience for us. And I think we're gonna create new memories with the band. So we decided to go, and then we told the people like who brought up Power Trip, like, okay, we gotta play. We gotta play in Malaysia. And surprisingly, because we're in Singapore, we're a Singapore band, we were invited to open up in Malaysia. So we have to travel to Malaysia and open up for Power Trip. So that's one of the best moments, you know. A bit like for the comeback, opening up for Power Trip, it's one of the best. Like, it's quite emotional for me because you know, Power Trip is like one of my idols. So like opening up for them, I mean, like, I had tears though. When the first time I read the email, I was like, dude, like I'm not gonna say no to this, and I hope my band members gonna say no because they're gonna like join me, gonna open up for them. But yeah, I think after months later, we received the news that Riley passed away. I think it's quite sad. He's a very nice guy. Yeah. I think he really impact the scene, especially to the heavy music. Very nice guy, very humble kind of guy. You can chill with him, no? Like I smoke cigarette with him, we talk a lot, no. It's fine, no? Like thinking about him, I don't know, I'm just out of words, you know? It's like he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, so, that was like such a huge thing too, as far as kind of getting to know you guys and being familiar with your music, and then seeing I was like, you guys played with Power Trip, like holy shit, this is so sick, that is so amazing. And then like it's kind of one of those things. I mean, hearing that as far as because I never got to see them live, even so I mean that's like just awesome. I would have loved to have saw them, but I always heard that about him and his character, and I think that's like a really big inspirational thing as far as keeping in mind when you're in a band. As far as just kind of keeping that humbleness about you, and you have enough people that are in the scene that are dicks or that that aren't approachable.
There's a lot of dickhead in the scene, though. I mean, like, how can I say it? Like they have this kind of rock star kind of approach. Like, dude, you don't talk to me, I'm a freaking rock star kind of thing. I mean, like, for Riley, it's different though. He can just like come to you and like talk to you about anything. A very humble kind of guy. I love him. I think a lot of people love him. Yeah. So.
Yeah, huge and really, I mean, unfortunate loss too. So yeah, that rules. I love hearing that story. That's sick. You guys hadn't had anything written then.
Okay, I'm just gonna like put it out there. Whatever we perform during Power Trip, it's not on the record. It's not even finalized. So try imagine that.
Okay.
Because when we were in the process of writing, so when you write a music, you're gonna have like that draft, like the first draft, the second draft, the third draft. But whatever we played during Power Trip, it was not done. It was just the skeleton of the song. There was the void of no return, Eric. Whatever you heard on the EP, it was not played during Power Trip.
Oh my god!
So
that is awesome.
So if like when I think about it, like what the fuck we were playing though? Like the lyrics was not done properly. The song structure was all over the place. But we did it though. We did it.
Yeah.
Everyone was moshing to it. Everyone was having fun. I was like, dude, what the heck? Like, it's great. It's great. Wow. I mean, like the news that when we announced that we're coming back, we were thankful. There's a lot of like people who supported us. Like, oh, we can't wait to watch you live in Malaysia. But I told the band that I don't know what we're gonna play, what we're gonna write, because we did not have that. We were finding, what we want to play. But we were there, like, I think like 30% to the void of no return. I think the void of no return, it was called a different name. I think it was Slow Death. What the heck? Slow Death.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
It was called Slow Death. So,
nice.
Yeah, so I can bet you whatever you heard on the void of no return, the only song that was played was Storm, the last song, bonus track.
Oh, okay.
That was the only song.
And that was an older track, right? That you guys kind of had reassembled.
Yes. Okay. Storm was an older track from the old EP called The Wake. So, you can't find it anymore. We decided to delete it. You can't find it, but I might send it to you if you want to check it out, though.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I mean, so it's like Storm was one of my favorite back then, the old EP. But I told them like, people knew us from The Wake. The old EP. So how about we pay some respect to the EP? We're gonna recreate one of the songs because The Wake did open a lot of opportunities for us. So like to destroy the EP just like that, I think it's quite it's a waste. So we decided to recreate Storm again to a different kind of Storm. So whatever you're hearing on the new EP for Storm, it's the same lyrics but different kind of structure. You can hear you can hear some metal in there, I think. Like metal, you can listen some crossover kind of thing. It's nice, it's great. But yeah, I hope I hope people I hope a lot of people loves the new EP though.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
hope,
genuinely, man, it is absolutely awesome. Like, just as far as spreading it to like a lot of my buddies. I mean, I'm in a band and I talk to a lot of friends that have, you know, interest in thrash. And I'm like, dude, you have to check these guys out. This is legitimately like, you know, it's one thing being with friends and you know, kind of like saying like, oh yeah, I love this shit. But for real, I talk about it a lot. This EP is fucking sweet. So whenever the full length come out, I can't wait. And I hope you guys, you know, get the recognition that you deserve because it is awesome. There's pure energy. And then, you know, with the track Stomp in particular, you know, it was like, it had a little bit more of that hardcore edge before I knew that there was like a band before that, you know, so it kind of comes as like a straight up, you know, like more approach. And I'm like, this rules.
I think we did a Frankenstein of like the old EP to the new approach of DC. So we decided like combine both because I feel like most of the tracks in the EP, you still have the hardcore vibe to it. I mean, there's like thrash, like metal riffs, but if you listen to it closely, there's still hardcore to it, you know. I mean, I love the new EP though. Yeah, it's great. But I'm a bit worried because it's a drastic kind of change. Like from the wake to the void of no return, it's a really big jump. I mean, like I receive a lot of questions like, why you guys change everything? You know, like what's up? Like what happened to Deceased? But I told myself like, you know, when you play the music or when you're really in a band, everything has to come from the heart. You know, so it's very important. The passion. So like the void of no return is DC's passion now. So that's for you guys. I hope you guys love it. Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Let me ask you, as far as your musical interests, you know, can you think of a time where you picked an album, you know, based off maybe like the cover art? You know, it may it be offline or at a local shop. What is an album that comes to mind that you saw the cover art and you're like, man, I don't know what this is, but I gotta check this out?
Okay, I have one though. I think Megadeth.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's shit. Rest in peace.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. When I look, I think Iron Maiden and Megadeth. I think because of the iconic character.
Yeah.
I think it was Eddie, right? I was like, what the heck is this guy? You know, is this like a horror? I think is this like a horror movie or a cartoon kind of shit? I don't know. So like when I asked my dad, like, what is this? What is like the number of the beast? Fear of the dark? Like, what is this? You know, is it like a fucking book or something? So my dad explained, this is Iron Maiden, you know. It's Iron Maiden. It's like a heavy metal kind of band. So when I think the first track from Iron Maiden was like, I think The Trooper.
Ooh,
yeah, yes. I think it's, when I heard the first like, oh dude, this shit rocks. And I think I was a young boy. I was like, I loved it. So my dad decided like, I think he bought one of the concerts in DVD form for me. So I can watch Iron Maiden live. It's great. I think it's Iron Maiden live Rock in Rio 2004.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that you have to watch it. I think it's on YouTube, the full HD version. It's great. I mean, like how Iron Maiden present themselves as a band with the flag, with the with Eddie's mouth. They're performing in between Eddie's mouth. It's crazy though. It's really crazy. I mean, like for Megadeth, I think it's the shirt. I've seen a lot of people, you know, wearing the shirt for Rest in Peace. I'd be like, is this not a horror movie? I guess Megadeth proposed this scary kind of vibe to it. So it's like,
for sure.
When I listen to shit, what song is it? Peace sells, but who's buying? Oh my god, that shit.
Good one. Hell yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm down for Megadeth, you know.
Nice.
So when I listen to Peace sells, but who's buying? I research to it. That's where I listen to Mechanics, Symphony of Destruction. Then we have like Tornado of Souls, Holy Wars, and all that top tracks of Megadeth. I think it's great. Megadeth is great. Iron Maiden is great. So yeah.
Sweet. I love that. I love that answer too. You know, I mean, as far as talking Iron Maiden once again, you know, with the iconic characters and you know that's a band where it's like you go to see them in concert. That's like the epitome of a band. You know, like when you're starting out a metal band, you're like, I want to be that someday. Like, I want to be playing in the middle of a huge fucking skull and just have flags all over the place.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's your idea.
I mean, like, for Iron Maiden, it's very iconic. I mean, you don't need to have the word Iron Maiden. You just look at Eddie and you know it's Iron Maiden. That's it. Yeah. That's how strong that is. Yeah, I love it. I love Iron Maiden. One day. Yeah.
That rules. That rules. Now, furthering on cover art, I wanted to touch on your guys' cover art for the EP there, The Void of No Return. Working with Tremor Artwork, correct? That was who did the art. How did you guys meet up with him?
Okay, The Void of No Return. Okay, before we go to the EP artwork, I have something to show you. This is the single cassette for.
Aha.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, if you look closely, you can see something familiar though. Can you see something familiar?
Ah, okay. All right. You got is that the Book of the Dead?
Yeah, from Evil Dead.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I love Evil Dead. Yeah, this is the first one. So you got the Necromonicon here. I mean, like, this is the when the Void of Return, we wrote the Void of No Return. In my head, I was like, Evil Dead. I don't know why. I feel like if I think if Evil Dead was playing and the Void of No Return was playing in the background, it suits well. With Ash, with the chainsaw killing all the zombies and shit. I think it works well though. So I decided to, let's do this. The Void of No Return is gonna have.
Damn,
we gotta have Evil Dead approach. So going back to the EP, going back to the original the EP artwork. So Tremor artworks are very he's great. He's from Indonesia. Okay. So basically, if you look at Tremor's artwork, he's more into this. He loves doing it with pen, marker kind of thing, hand drew kind of artwork. So we had this vision because the Void of No Return was a reincarnation of the band. So, but we still have issues with the old EP. We still have issues with our past. Yeah, because in a band, you have issues though. Mm-hmm. It's not always a sweet journey in a band. So we had this in mind. How about we create a character, going to the void to destroy or to clear all the past. This guy's like a warrior going to face his fears. So if you look at the artwork, it's like Hell's Gate. Basically, it's not Hell's Gate. It's more like deceased old, the old deceased. So this guy's going in to face the fears, to clean up the mess. To tell, to show people that we're back, and this time it's not like the wake.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a new kind of disease. So when we told Tremor that we want this and this is how we vision, surprisingly he executed for us perfectly. That's how we vision. He killed it though. You can see like there's like souls inside the hole. Like it's very subtle though. I don't know how he managed to have that idea. You can see there's like souls like crawling out, like help me, dude, like you gotta kill me, something like that. So it's great. All the skeleton, I think he really killed it though. So that's the story of the artwork for the Void of No Return.
I love that look too. That real stripped down, refined. The fine detail. Sometimes you have people that have the the smallest fine markers or pens that do it. It's like, man, I can't imagine the time that goes into that stuff. But I think going back to the passion. I mean, it's just one of those things. You love it and you spend the time with it, and he killed it with that. So I love that story too. That's great.
I think he's that kind of guy where you vision whatever you vision, just tell him, and he's gonna like do it from scratch. And you can see that he's really like so passionate about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, like some they love it like doing through the computer, like vectorized image. But for him, it's different. It's like I'm gonna do from scratch. I think from there you can see that he's really good at it. He totally killed it. Big shout out to Tremor artwork. So. Yeah.
Absolutely. Love that. Love that. So now you're the vocalist in Deceased, but I've seen you playing and shredding lots of guitar on different videos, dude. So tell me about, where did that inspiration come from? Where did that start? And, who were some of your idols?
Okay. We're gonna take you like, it's going way back. Well, I think I was a young boy at the age of 13. I think I was 13 back then. So I decided, I was a very small kid, a small guy, a very reserved kind of guy, very timid actually. But I wanted to be a, you know, like joining the scout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't get through it because I was small. You know, they had this height requirement kind of thing. Fuck it, man. I don't care about it anymore. So, you know, but then the guitar, you know, when I look at people playing the guitar, I was like, dude, I want to try that shit, you know. But the thing is, the guitar is bigger than me. So try imagine as a small kind of guy, you know, like holding the guitar, it's like bigger, like above my head. I look like a clown though, you know. so like I decided like I played the classical guitar, you know, the first time. So I joined this ensemble. So we practiced like classical music, and I told myself like I hope I could, you know, grow from it. So from classical music, I grew playing acoustic kind of songs.
Okay.
Then the electric guitar comes in. So I didn't know anything. You know, I didn't have an idol back then, but I think Metallica came because I was listening to Metallica though. Okay. James Hetfield. He's the guy. He's the guy. I don't know, man. I wanted to be like him, straight up. James Hetfield, you know, like writing those riffs and singing. I mean, so when I get the first guitar that my dad bought for me was like a cheap Les Paul though. You know, that Les Paul, a cheap Les Paul he bought for my first guitar. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna learn. I think I learned was Enter Sandman. It's a classic.
Nice.
Yeah, Enter Sandman. So like when I play Enter Sandman, I was like, okay, dude, you can play Enter Sandman, but can you play Master of Puppet? Back in the days, that was hard though. It was freaking hard as fuck.
Still now.
It's still hard, you know. So when you play Master of Puppet, you know, you got that real like that. And when I show it to my friend, dude, you can play Master of Puppet, but I can't execute the whole song, you know. Playing the first few riffs at the age of 13. I mean, like, you're a happy guy. You know, I can play this shit. I can play Smoke on the Water, you know. Yeah. it's classic, you know. So from there, I decided, you know, what is the top riffs? I back then, I didn't learn the whole song. I was into this, you know, small riff kind of guy. Because in school, we always have this thing called riff wars. You know, I can play this riff. What can you play? You know, okay, you can play Paranoid. I can play Iron Man. You know, you can play Smoke on the Water. I can play Sweet Child of Mine. So we exchange riffs back in the days, like back in high school though. So from there onwards, I grew as a guitarist. So I learned a lot of Metallica. You know, I'm a Metallica kind of freak. So I decided to learn the whole Kill 'Em All by myself.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I told myself, because I didn't know what kind of approach I want to play, you know, as a guitarist. So I told myself, I love Kill 'Em All. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna learn everything. So I learned Seek and Destroy, To Hit the Lights, Four Horsemen. But I learned James' part because I wanted to sing. So yeah, I think Metallica play a lot of big role to me as a guitarist, and my dad. You know, he's a very great supporter of me, so I'm thankful for him. So yeah,
I love that. And with Metallica, you know, James, you know, that downstroke all the time, never the up.
Yeah.
That was, for anybody trying to pick up the guitar, I feel bad. I'm glad that you pushed through it.
If you want to play Metallica, but you play alternate picking, don't play Metallica.
It doesn't happen. Yeah. God.
It doesn't happen though. You gotta have that downstroke. Like, I don't know how James did it because it took me a while, and I still not good at it. But I know I can a bit. You know, I can still play it. But James, I don't know, man. Sometimes I ask myself, you know, this guy James Hetfield, I mean, I think he broke some veins over here. doing that downstroke kind of thing. Yeah, but yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, if you listen to Master of Puppets, you know, I challenge everyone who's watching this live, play Master of Puppets downstroke all the way. If you can play it,
brutal.
kudos to you,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and
Yeah.
I love hearing you know, about you as far as playing in school and kind of going back and forth trading riffs, because it was so, you know, it was a time before the internet and before, you know, being able to
Yeah.
check up something on YouTube. I love hearing that stuff because those were such creative times where it was like, you know, man, I really want to pick up skateboarding, but I have no idea what the hell to do. And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I see a kid down the road skateboarding, like, I'll go ask him.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays you can just go on your phone and, you know, you can learn a lot more if you really want to. You still have to have the talent, but, you know, you don't have to be so, you know, social even in a sense with it.
Yeah.
So I love hearing that story about you happen to, you know, or you guys trading riffs back and forth. And
Because like when you're trading riffs, like for me, right? While I was trading the riffs, I didn't know the artist. For at the same time, I'd be like, hey, what is that? Oh, this is Iron Man from Black Sabbath. So then from there, I would research more on Black Sabbath. So at the same time, it's like you know how to play the riffs and you know about the artists and stuff like that. I think it's great. But for now, like now is like the days of internet. You can just like Spotify, like do it. It's a different. I mean, it's easy access, but it's a different experience though.
yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah,
it's different approach. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Tell us about, as far as you're going up to play, you guys, you know, you book a show and you're going to go up and play a show. Tell us about your pre-show ritual. You know, do you do some vocal exercises? Do you stretch out? You know, do you have anything kind of, you know, center yourself before the show?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there. Every single show, I think like half an hour or even like 20 minutes before the show, I don't know why, but I vomit.
Really?
I have that kind of problem. I don't know why, dude, but I vomit. Like I'd be like, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke right now, you know. And my bandmate was like, dude, stop puking, man. We have a show in like 10 minutes time, and it's gonna be like, oh, dude, help me. And so I was like, yeah, that's me. But do not eat spicy food. That's very important. I don't eat spicy food.
Okay.
It's gonna burst my vocals. So do not eat spicy food. That's number one. Do not talk about the show. Just do not talk about it.
Okay.
You know, just live through the moment. Just like go there and sing. That's it. You know. Do not remind me that, dude, we're gonna perform in 10 minutes time. We're gonna perform in half an hour. I'm gonna be stressed out. You know, like thinking about it. Yeah. You know, do some stretching. Drink a lot of water. I think water is important. But I love drinking this lemon thingy, like lemon juice. Yeah, lemon juice before show, so it clears out my throat, and they just do this is kind of thing. This is thing, and we're done. We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
okay.
But I think it's good if you do some cardio, because when I perform, it's like a sport. You know, I'll be like jumping around. You know, running back and forth. You know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm fighting, like on stage. You know, doing that spin kicks. You know, yeah. But because I'm old. You know, after performing, I'll be like, dude, I'm aching right now. Dude, help me, dude. So like, cardio is important. Drink a lot of water. You know, just relax. But I still puke. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, different ways, you know. I mean, and I can say too, as far as, you know, before, like, I could be cool as a cucumber the whole time, and then going up for a show, and it's, you know, those 15, 20 minutes before or whatever, you know, kind of stretching, you know, it gets a little nerves even for my, you know, for myself with, you know, me and my process of dealing and going up and playing. But, you know, it's always fun, and it's that passion and love that you have for music. But it is strange after years and years of playing still, you know, every time I'm like, all right, take a couple of breaths, let's get some stretches in, and
I mean,
let's get
you
this
still
bad
have
boy done.
you still have this rush though. I mean, like we perform a lot of time, but then I don't know, it still have this same. I think I'm just nervous, or maybe we're gonna perform again. I think it's a normal kind of thing. I think because of the passion kind of thing, I just don't want to screw up as a band, but it's great. But when you're done performing, I tell you, it's the great feeling ever. The best feeling ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like looking at the crowd singing to your songs, looking at the crowd moshing, it's fun. You know, I think it's fun. It's nothing like it. It's emotional. Look at them singing to the words. I think it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I absolutely love that. I love that. So what? So I wanted to touch on. There's a video online, and maybe you have something to do with it. I don't know exactly what it was, but there's a playthrough of the EP, and it features different clips of horror movies.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Okay, I did that video actually.
You did make it. Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Okay.
You started talking about Evil Dead, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I
right.
did that video. I'm a horror fan. I love horror. I love watching horror movies. You know, I played in different bands. I mean, like, besides DC's, I play in a band called Pressure Side. I'm a guitarist in for a Malaysia band. So for my Malaysia band, I love to give that horror approach, this dark approach. You know, I love horror. You know, I don't know why. I just love it. So going back to I know I can say it. So looking to DC's playthrough for The Void of No Return, like I think it comes to this back again.
Yeah.
The Evil Dead. So when I think that's Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was Mortal Kombat. They said your soul is mine. I think something like that. So yeah, because
so sick.
Yeah, it's so sick. You know, that reference of your soul is mine is, I think it's how DC is gonna approach. Like DC is telling you guys, your soul is mine. We're coming back for you. We're coming back for you. So it's like I took reference from Mortal Kombat because I love Mortal Kombat. You know, we're gonna go there soon. I love Mortal Kombat. So yeah, big fan of Mortal Kombat. So I told, I'm gonna have Shan's song saying that. I think that was from the first film, 1995. I took that clip, so I put as an intro. Then the song started. I think the intro started. I think then Evil Dead came in for Resurrection. So I mean, the one that I took was the remake. I think 27. I think right, it was a remake. But I love the original though. But the original, it wasn't that gory. Yeah, as the remake. The remake there was a lot of blood though. Yeah, like a lot of blood.
Impressive.
Impressive though. Impressive. But it's a different kind of Evil Dead. You know, I mean the classic is still the best. I wish the remake there was Ash in it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but whatever. But we have the TV series Ash versus Evil Dead. Yeah. I think you know. Yeah, that's great. But so Evil Dead, the scene, I think there was a scene where they hand the resurrection. So when I look at that scene, it reminds me of the song. It hits pretty because the song, this is a track, it's called Resurrection, and that scene, the demons back from the earth, like push out. I was like, okay, this suits well though. I'm gonna get this clip now. So put resurrection in it. So yeah, I think that's another clip. The one that you told me is like you're not familiar with it.
Yeah, it has the bag or the sack over somebody's head and they pull it off. I was trying to think what the hell that was.
It's a movie. It's called The Witch. The Witch back in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so
shit.
That part, that scene, I know, man, I hate that scene. Because
I'm embarrassed. I've seen that movie like I don't know how many times. I love that movie. Robert Eggers is such an awesome director, and I could not think for the life of me. I'm like, what the fuck is this from? I watched it over and over. Wow.
I was like,
that's funny.
I hate that scene. I was like, but I love it because it scares the shit out of me. What the fuck is this?
Right.
So I took that scene. No, we gotta put it in Forever, because if you listen to Forever, it was like a surprise kind of intro. So that scene was a surprise. The Forever was a surprise. We link it up together. I think it's great. The last one, Hellraiser. So for Hellraiser, there's a story. You know, there's a story for that scene because if anyone who has listened to the old EP, the track I think Storm, the old Storm, there's a clip of Hellraiser. So before you listen to Storm, back then, you can listen to the guy, Hellraiser guy. He says that line. It's the same line. So I told my band members, you know, I want them to remember the wake. So they know that this song is from the old EP. So I decided to put that clip in it. So yeah, so it's like a tribute. So it's like a tribute to the old EP. So yeah, That's why the Hellraiser
Oh,
came in.
shit.
So yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. That's awesome. I didn't realize. I mean, the cool thing was that all of the clips correlate into the tracks. Like it's almost like something like you're listening to it and it just kind of makes sense. Like there's like
Yeah,
kind of a dialogue in between, or like a tension with like the Evil Dead music, but then there being stories behind it. That's awesome. I love that.
There's stories behind it because I love movies. I love watching movies. So I told my band members, you know, like let's have this like movie kind of intro, so people can remember us. Like, oh, you know, I heard this from Deceased. Then you should watch the movie. Like for people who doesn't watch Evil Dead, you know, I heard this scene from Deceased. You should check out Evil Dead. Evil Dead is a cool movie. So from there, I will interact with my friends, even followers. You should check out Evil Dead. Evil Dead is like, it's great. We love Evil Dead. You love Evil Dead. I've seen your list. Yeah, Evil Dead was in it.
Yeah. I have a tattoo of Evil Dead 2. When the deer comes to life and starts cackling all over. Dude, nothing better, man. You have to love Evil Dead 2 for sure. We're gonna touch on that in a little bit too, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so you brought up Mortal Kombat. You know the new movies coming out. This is the spot. We got to talk this. First of all, tell us, you know, who's your go-to character? Who are you gonna play if you put that bad boy on? You're playing somebody. You're gonna whoop some ass.
If I'm gonna whoop some ass, I'm gonna play Scorpion. I think I'm gonna play. Oh, I have a lot in my head. Okay, I want to play Scorpion.
Okay, nice.
But okay, I mean, like, Scorpion is quite mainstream. Give me like Liu Kang or Kung Lao, you know.
Dude, Scorpion and Sub-Zero from like the first games, you know, like that's the cool thing is like they have developed into this just. I don't know how they keep on getting cooler, but it was like from the first game playing, you know, you're like, man, what is up with these guys? And the dude takes off his hood and he's a skull, you know, it's like this rips,
I mean, like,
you know, it's awesome.
I mean, like, a lot of people will remember Mortal Kombat because of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I mean, they are the main iconic character. I mean, like, if you can ask anyone, do you know Scorpion or even Sub-Zero? Oh, yeah, they're from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, because, like, they really, like, I think the face of Mortal Kombat, yeah, those characters, I love them. You know, talking about Scorpion, like, the hood, with the skull thing. I think that's from the first Mortal Kombat. The first movie of Mortal Kombat, I think Johnny Cage was a Scorpion. They have that scene. Oh, that's crazy, man. I love that. Yeah.
So sick. Good.
I love,
and that original movie is still so good.
Okay, let's put it out there. Okay, Mortal Kombat, for me, right, is the best game movie. I mean, like, there's Street Fighter, there's Super Mario. Yeah. I mean, if you remember Super Mario, that's the movie. And there's Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat that kills everyone. Back in the 90s, though. Back in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Even Annihilation was cool when they had, like, Reptile come out and shit.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Reptile.
Sick. I think Reptile versus Liu Kang. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat 2. But if you ask me to choose, do you love Mortal Kombat 2 or the first Mortal Kombat? I go with the original one.
Still the first one. Yeah,
still the
for
first
sure.
One.
For sure.
But for Mortal Kombat 2, I love the fighting. There was like, I think there was like...
I was just going to say, the expansion of characters in the second one I thought was cool with like Reptile, and I think maybe even Kano was like a little bit... Or no, was it Baraka?
Kahn. Yeah, Baraka.
Yeah,
Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
There's Shiva. There's Ermac, Sindel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, those characters wasn't the first film, though. Yeah, I mean, like, they developed a lot of characters in Annihilation, but the effects, the CGI was a bit, man. It was, look at, shit. Don't do this, man. But it's okay. It's okay. But I still have a lot of respect.
It holds up.
Yeah, I still have a lot of respect for the second film. I love it.
Yeah. You know, for some of the silly stuff, you know, if you look at Goro, when he comes out and it finally shows, dude, all the other silly CGI effects I can deal with. Seeing that motherfucker, I was like, oh my God, he is terrifying. Like, I mean, like, and then when he kills the dude, unreal.
It wasn't CGI, though. It wasn't CGI. It was I think they're using this mechatronics kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the puppeteer kind of thing. So it's like, animatronics, I think. It's like puppeteer. Yeah, and I think it's great. I mean, it's good that they didn't use CGI for Goro though.
I agree.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. As far as some of the other, uses of like silly CGI in the movie, I could forgive because seeing Goro and him being practical, it was like
so hammer shit,
dude, unreal. Tell me about what are some of your favorite fatalities in the game?
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk about Mortal Kombat, I go way back. The first Xbox. The fat Xbox, the original, before 360 was even announced, there was like the first original Xbox. So I played Mortal Kombat Game Boy, through Game Boy.
Yeah, okay.
The first one, the second one, the third one. Then when Xbox was announced, they released Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. So from from Deadly Alliance to Deception to Shaolin Monks to Mortal Kombat Armageddon, then Mortal Kombat 10. More MK11. So you can see that the production of the game, they really want to have a multiverse. They want to grow this story of Mortal Kombat. Because back then, when the first Mortal Kombat they released, it was just straight up fighting.
Right.
There was straight up fighting and snippets of the story a bit. But when Deception and Shaolin Monks was released, they had story modes. So you can understand the story like, oh, this is Mortal Kombat. So, I mean, like the first fatality that I love was, I love fatalities. There's a lot of fatalities, but the only one that, if you ask me, like, okay, choose one, that you have to choose one, Johnny Cage.
Yes.
It's called Deadly Uppercut.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when Johnny gave the uppercut to the character itself, and after the uppercut, there's like camera crew from Hollywood shooting that uppercut, and Johnny be like, who's this guy? I was like, dude, you already killed him, and who's this guy? Like, it's crazy. I mean, like, Johnny Cage, good character, fun character to play. Cool fighting moves. I love Johnny Cage.
I agree. You know what's funny is bringing up Ash and bringing up Evil Dead. He always reminded me of Ash. Just this cocky, arrogant, asshole of like, asshole, like a movie star. He is
a movie star. Johnny Cage, asshole guy. But I mean, looking back at him, he's just a human guy. He doesn't have powers. He's like Batman,
Yeah.
Iron Man. He doesn't have like superpowers and stuff like that. But I don't know, he can fight. He's cocky. I think that's why he gave like a different. He's just different from the other Mortal Kombat character. I mean, like talking about Liu Kang. I don't know. Jax. Jax has this like arms.
Yeah.
Sonya Blade. Yeah. I mean, like Sonya and Johnny Cage is husband and wife. If you look back. So yeah. I mean, like talking about Johnny, he's just a normal human guy. Who's cocky and love the fame, who wants to be in the spotlight. Yeah. We love him.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah. Him, and then like you have Liu Kang, where you're like, man, this dude's just like a badass martial artist. He knows what he's doing. But then he has this fucking huge dragon come out. You're like, oh no, he's not just a regular cat.
Liu Kang. Liu Kang is not normal though.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I think Liu Kang. Bruce Lee. I mean, like, you can see that Liu Kang, the way he fight is like Bruce Lee, but with superpowers, though.
Yeah,
with superpowers. So, like, talking about the dragon thing, I think that's fatality, right? I mean, the dragon comes up and eat the shit out of the character, and you're done. And I'm gonna fatality. Oh my god, this shit is good. I mean, like, I have the game, though. I mean, like.
Nice.
If you play MK11, if you play it as Liu Kang, the fatality is even crazier. I mean, like, there's like the dragon thingy, but it's more bloody, it's more gory. I mean, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I know we have that, and I played that quite a bit. Got like some of the secret cool characters that come in those games. I don't remember Liu Kang's though. I'll have to go back and check that out I
mean, like there's Liu Kang and MK11, but it's a different kind of approach because I think he's like the darker side of Liu Kang.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you play the game, this character called Shinnok, he wants to take over everyone, so he decided to like resurrect Liu Kang, but in different kind of approach. to the bad side of Liu Kang. It's great. It's great.
Oh,
check it out.
okay, okay, yeah. Myself and my boy play it, quite a bit, and so like I'll come home from work or whatever, and he'll be playing. I'm like, dude, how am I going to pay attention to the storyline now? You're halfway through the game.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I miss some of that stuff, but I'll have to go back and check that out because I love playing that with him, and that's one of those cool things where it was like from me being as a kid, and now him, growing up being like a younger teenager, it's cool as far as playing and having some of those memories, and now these games are even cooler than what they were before. So
it's different. I mean, like the graphics are different, the story modes are different. I mean, like there's open world concept. Even Mortal Kombat has open world concept. I think it's great, and I hope that they don't stop making the games though, because I love Mortal Kombat. And to open up more universe. But for now, like if you want to talk about the game, especially MK11, they have Terminator. Like, why the fuck is Arnold here? Like, dude,
Spawn?
It's Spawn. They have Predator, Alien, Jason Voorhees.
Is Leatherface in that one, or is that 10?
That's 10.
Oh, okay.
Leatherface is 10, and there's like Freddy.
Yeah,
I think that's 10. It's crazy. They try to like expand the universe. I think that's a very, very great approach.
Love
really
it.
Great approach.
I love it.
I love it, man. Yeah.
Seeing some of their fatalities and such too is so cool. So let's touch on, you'd mentioned your love for horror. Lastly, we kind of went over some records already. So I wanted to ask you about 5 of your favorite horror movies. Tell us about these.
Okay. Oh my God. Do I need to rank it up?
No, I can't put that pressure, man.
I can't think right now. I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, Evil Dead. Love it.
Awesome. Love it.
I mean, like, Army of Darkness. Love it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. Shit.
So good.
The new one, okay. I love the originals. When they announced the TV show for Ash vs. Evil Dead, I was stoked as fuck because Ash is back. Like, dude, Ash is back. Ash is fatter now. He's fat, and he's still being that cool, cocky guy. Dude, I love that TV show, but I think they call it off, right? If I'm not wrong, right? I think they didn't. Yeah, they call it off. Do you know this movie called I Spit on Your Grave?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, I love that one. I mean, like,
gross.
I mean, like, it's gross, but I mean, like, there's about a lady being raped. Like, she was raped, and then she's getting like this vengeance kind of vibe. I'm gonna kill that guy. The way he killed that guy, that shit's in my head. Hands down. I'm done. Cannibal Holocaust, the old one.
Oh yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
I hate my dad because he told me, you gotta watch this, dude. And I was a young kid. I wasn't like 18 back then. I think I was like 10. And he turned up Cannibal Holocaust. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? like I don't know, eating, there's one scene where there's like a big wooden stick, they push it up from the butt. Oh my God. I can't even explain because I'm into horror and gore stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think that's number 3. The 4th one, I love Halloween. Michael Myers. Yes. Yeah, I can't wait for the new one. Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Halloween. Yeah. I'm looking forward for that.
I'm excited for that too.
Okay, this is number 5. I have some. I think you know this.
Oh
my God.
Yes, dude.
This.
Oh my God.
Shit. Sam Raimi, you're the best, man, for making this movie. I would like to thank you for scarring me for life.
Oh my God.
This shit is crazy, man. This film. You watched this before?
I watched it in theater. Yeah, I own it.
Yes.
I love it.
I watched it in theater. Yeah, I've owned it. I watched it in theater. Drag Me to Hell. It's a different kind of horror, I think, because I think it's more like a black magic kind of thing. There's like priests. It's a different. It's not like a zombie fight kind of film. It's different. It's more like this lady getting cursed, and then there's like going to hell there's like hell. I think he signed with the devil. She signed with the devil, something, right? So yeah, that's crazy. This is number one. This is number one. So yeah, dude, check this out. If everyone's watching this live, Drag Me to Hell. You have to watch this movie. So.
Absolutely. That is one movie I don't have a whole lot of people giving tons of love to, and that is always Sam Raimi in horror form is one of my favorites. He's probably my favorite director as far as like the horror movies that he produces. And Drag Me to Hell, when that movie came out, I was just like, oh, any unfaithfulness that I've had in my lifetime, thank you, Lord.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's great, but because in 2021, I still can watch Drag Me to Hell. Some movies, some movies, if you watch like back again, it just doesn't. It's not the right feeling like for me. But for Drag Me to Hell, I can like keep watching over and over again. I'm not getting tired of it. Yeah. It's great. Thank you so much, Sam. It's crazy, man.
So such fun energy, and there's just fun enough discuss and a couple of kind of creepy parts with like the cell phone. Drag Me to Hell. Love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, the I think that's like old lady.
Yeah.
Like the old lady. I think she's the main reason why I was scarred. Like the old.
Nice.
I mean, like the old. No, there's one. Okay, there's this iconic scene where the old lady just took a button from her. She took a button and she look at the button and just like say, and she said this mantra. They just say something, and she was cursed. Yeah. That's it. And you're done. You're dead. She's dead because of that button. It's crazy. I love it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch this tonight. I want to watch this tonight. No. Yeah, I will.
Oh yeah, I might put it down as well.
Yeah, it's nice. So, yeah.
All right, look, man. This is wrapping up our interview. I do have one finale question, but this is your opportunity. This is your floor. To let everybody know what might be coming up, what's new with the band. Something to look out for. This is your opportunity, man. It's your time.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric, for inviting me. It's my pleasure talking to you. It's great. Okay, for everyone who's like watching this video, thank you so much to those who has been supporting DC's from the start, who has listened to the Void of No Return. I think thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I mean, like, on behalf of the band, I mean, we took a lot of work. We put a lot of work for the EP, and to see that we received a lot of love, it's great. It's great. And because of y'all, you're the main reason we keep writing music. We're gonna like keep releasing a lot of music though. So like for this year, this is gonna release, I think, the full length. Yeah, the full length's gonna come this year.
Nice.
So you guys better stay tuned. It's gonna be a 10 track, and it's all new songs. So there won't be like any songs from the Void of No Return. It's gonna be fresh. We're gonna release the cassette for the Void of No Return. I mean, like, there's a lot of requests. We want the physical copies for the EP. So I think around March, there will be a physical copies for the Void of No Return. There's CDs, there's tapes, there's I think, what else? There's T-shirt coming up soon. So you better check that out. You can follow us on Instagram, and yeah, full length merch. Physical copies. That's it. So
sick.
Yeah, all the names.
Lots to come.
Yeah, lots to come. Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Awesome. That is sweet. That is sweet. Yeah. So really, really cool information, and this has been awesome. In whole, as a finale here, I was trying to think of some of your interests, combining a couple of things. So what I came up with was there's a new Mortal Kombat 12 coming out. All right, and they reach out to Deceased. They say, look, we want to have some heavy metal tracks on here. We want to have some thrash, some hardcore punk. We want your band to include one track on our soundtrack along with 4 other bands of your choosing. What song would you include in Mortal Kombat 12 with what other 4 bands that you chose?
All right. So I have to choose one song for my band for Mortal Kombat. So I'm going to choose... I'm gonna choose the Void of No Return. That's for sure. The Void of No Return could be an opening scene for a story mode.
Right.
I mean, like, you can imagine the characters walking together with the Vodafone playing in the background. Oh shit, it's a warrior kind of shit right there. I love it though. Right. So we're gonna have a deceased in it, and we're gonna have Power Trip.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Power Trip. I think I can have this. I think Power Trip. We choose. I choose. I don't know, man. Armageddon Blues. Oh yeah. I mean, like Armageddon Blues from Power Trip can be, you know, the game, the fighting. I mean, while you guys playing the game, Armageddon Blues is playing. While Fatalities like going on, Armageddon Blues is playing in the background. Okay, I thought, can we have Slayer in it?
Hell yeah, of course.
It's my game now, so I want to have Slayer in it. Yo, so Slayer, but I don't know what song though. Can we, maybe Altar of Sacrifice.
Oh man, dude, you're busting out some tracks. Holy shit!
Altar of Sacrifice. You know, for Mortal Kombat 12, Altar of Sacrifice. Any scene, doesn't matter. Story mode, game, I don't care. But Altar of Sacrifice must be in Mortal Kombat 12. We can go like some hardcore.
Got 2 left.
Oh shit. Can we have Terror? Let's go, man. Let's do it.
Terror
hardcore. Keepers of the Faith.
Yes.
Let's have Keepers of the Faith for the Earth realm. You know, for the human. Because there's like a few realms in Mortal Kombat. There's like Outworld, there's Earth realm. So I mean, like people in the Earth realm, especially like Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Jax Briggs, you know, they can do some work while Terror is playing. I think it's great. It's like war. I mean, like they're going for war and Terror is playing. Oh, that shit is great. The last track. You know, I mean, after all this gruesome shit, it's over. I mean, like they won. Let's play some Santana, you know.
Man, all right.
Let's play some. Let's play some Santana. You know, like everyone's winning, everyone's happy. We can play like Oyo Come Over. I think it's great for the ending of Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so yeah, that's my song for Mortal Kombat.
Man, a nice, you know, conclusion send off. With some Santana. I dig that. Holy shit,
right?
Man.
Yeah, that's how I vision Mortal Kombat 12 to be. I hope they are listening right now.
I'm gonna see if I can you know figure out some developers and pitch them that because God, even Altar of Sacrifice, I'm still getting over that. God, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Altar of Sacrifice. I mean, like Slayer is done. I think Slayer is done.
Yeah.
I hope they come back. You know, because I didn't have the opportunity to watch them live. I really want to watch Slayers live. So yeah.
That was my first concert ever, man.
Oh my God! Really? How was it?
Amazing.
You're out of words. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I was a younger teenager. It was my first real concert. You know, I'd been to different shows, but it was Slayer, Pantera, Morbid Angel.
Oh shit!
I think Static X was on that. Yeah. It was ridiculous. I was, you know, as far as any metal interest I could have ever wanted. Yeah, that was it.
You know, I really hope that they maybe have like a comeback show, just one time. I want to be there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Big shout out to them though. Yeah.
I mean, look, man, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to be disrespectful. You know, I want to make sure I'm not botching somebody's name. All right, look, man, I so appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I am a huge fan of the band. I can't wait to hear this new full length. I'll be in touch with some of your other band members because I'm doing some things in some months here. And
he's a lo-fi horror guy. Yeah, he's kind of a guy, but he is so lo-fi a horror guy. Yeah. Lo-fi horror guy has been recorded in front of a live studio audience.